Welcome to my session, using GIS to analyze household hazard waste drop-off data. My name is Li-Xin Huang. I'm IT Engineering 3. I'm responsible for building and maintaining enterprise GIS for Broward counties. Let me give you a quick introduction of Broward counties. So Broward County is located in the east central coast of Florida. So it is 50 miles east of Orlando and 190 miles north of Miami. And it is a home of Kennedy Space Center. And we have a famous beach called Cocoa Beach. So this is a good place for surfing. And we also have a large turtle populations and environmentally protected areas. So what is household hazard waste? Household hazard waste consists of household chemicals such as pesticide and electronic products such as cell phones and small electronics. So in order to protect the natural environment system in Broward County, it is important that we prevent unlawful discharges of and improper disposal of household hazard waste. So that is really important for our precious environment. And let's talk about the household drop-off locations in Broward County. We have 3 locations, and one located in the north, the other one in the central, and the next one in the south. They are evenly distributed in Broward County, and they covers most of the populated areas, which is along most of the population along the coast. So why analyze household hazard waste drop-off data? So the analysis result can provide the number of people who do the drop-off, and the result can also tell the trend of drop-off for all drop-off locations over a period of time. And the trend which is up or down is important for the department to make the informed decisions on where to do the outreach. For example, if the department sees an area with downtrend of the number of drop-offs, so they can do the outreach to encourage more people to do the drop-off to protect the environment. So let's talk about the data used for doing analysis. So the data from 2012 to 2018 were collected for all drop-off locations. Those data contain the following information: drop-off location, drop-off time, and drop-off person zip code. We also need the zip code boundaries to do the analysis. So before we do the analysis, we need to do the exploratory analysis. So the bar chart showed here is the number of drop-offs by drop-off locations by year. So you can see from the chart that the drop-off locations named Titusville shows a general downtrend from 2012 to 2018, and for the rest of the drop-off locations, they did not see a really clear pattern if it's up or downtrend. It shows the fluctuation pattern. And this chart shows the number of drop-off for all drop-off locations by month. From this chart, we can tell that the number of drop-off for the first part of the year is larger than that for the second part of the year. This just shows a general trend. And this chart shows the number of drop-off by day or week. So from this chart, it can be seen clearly that the number of drop-off people for all locations, the most number of drop-off happen on Saturdays, which makes sense. And we have the least number of drop-offs for Sundays. Here are the major findings of exploratory data analysis. And let's talk about the tools used for doing analysis. We use two tools. One is create a space-time cube from defined locations. The other one is visualize space-time cube in 2Ds. So the first tool is doing the analysis, and the second tool is used for visualize the analysis results. And the three maps shown here shows the distribution of drop-off customers by zip code for all drop-off locations. So each map consists of the number of drop-off for each zip code areas and the driving time for each locations. So for example, for the Cocoa drop-off locations, so you can see that most the drop-offs occurred on the zip code which is within about 30 minutes driving time. So that means the customer who do the drop-offs tend to go to the nearest drop-off location, and this makes sense. But what about the zip code areas between two drop-off locations, such as those areas between Cocoa and Titusville? And the people have two choices, either to Titusville or to Cocoa. I think this is based on the people's preferences and the convenience for the drop-offs. For example, if people is doing a shopping trip to the north, so they may tend to go to Titusville drop-off locations for their convenience. And this is the major findings of distribution of drop-off customers by zip code. And next we are going to show you the trend of drop-off customers by zip code. So the trend means either up or down. So the color shown here for each drop-off locations tells you if they are up or downtrends. So the green color means downtrend, and the purple color means uptrend. So for the Cocoa area, from the result we can tell that the trend for the number of drop-off around the drop-off locations is down. But for the zip code to the east of Cocoa location and the south shows uptrend. You may also notice that on the southern end of the counties there is a mixed trend for the drop-offs, but those areas for the Cocoa drop-off locations are ignored because the number of drop-off customers is really low. And for the Titusville locations, it generally shows downtrend. So the green color tells it. But you can see that for the Titusville location, in the southern end of counties, it all showed up. It mostly showed up uptrend, but the number of drop-offs from southern end for Titusville location is really low. So we are going to ignore that those zip code areas. And for the Melbourne drop-off locations, we can see the general downtrends. So with those trends, so the department can make the decisions on, oh, we need to put their effort on doing outreach for those areas with downtrend, like the areas shown in green. So let's talk about how the trend is developed. So the line chart here shows the drop-off customers by month from zip code in COCO drop-off locations. So you can see the green area to the right. That's one zip code area for COCO location, and the green means downward trend. And you can see from the chart is that the number of drop-off starting from 2012 all the way to 2019 shows the general downtrend. So this is how the tools figure out if a zip code area over a time period is down or uptrend. And this is the major findings of the trend of drop-off customers by zip code. And with all the analysis results, that will really help the department make the informed decisions, so there's no more guesswork involved. So if you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to contact me. And thanks again for watching my session. Have a great day.